Hello, I'm going to be walking you through how to activate a campaign and the basic requirements that go into structuring any influencer program that you want to activate. So you'll see various different calls to actions on the ability to kick off a net new campaign. What you're going to be brought to is essentially the basics page that will build out the foundation and the fundamental structure of what's going to be going into this specific program. Here you can provide campaign name, be conscious about the type of campaign name that you use to make it distinct and specific to the activation, your brand name, of course, company website. You can also clone from an existing campaign. So if you've already launched a campaign that you would like to kind of leverage a lot of the foundational structure that you've created, and there's just slight tweaks, you won't have to go through this process again. You can click whatever campaign you want to clone from, and then you can kind of use that as the structure moving forward. Here's a very specific and important piece, which is selecting the type of campaign that you want to activate. So this campaign type, there's really three main programs. There's posting, UGC, and gifting. For posting campaigns, this is going to be required that the influencers post, and they're going to be paid for participating in the campaign. You'll see how you can establish the number of posts and stories and which platforms you want them to post on in further sections, but this posting campaign is requiring influencers to post in return for whatever the incentive structure is. UGC is strictly content generation. So brands are going to be required to give directions on the type of UGC that you want the creator to post. And then once they deliver that content to you, there will be a way for you to approve it. And then ultimately payment will be distributed to the creator. The last option is gifting, where we are just giving the product to creators. They will not be required to post through a gifting campaign. A lot of brands and advertisers kind of use this as a way to try to get product in the hands of as many customers and get feedback and have a more organic and natural way of them conveying, how they're using the product or service in their everyday life. Here's where you can select various different goals. And what's important about this is when I show you the AI campaign builder and how that works, this helps drive the configuration on the back end and kind of builds out a little bit of a structure to the strategy that you are going to be presenting to creators. And then this is a very simple decision, which is, are you promoting a physical product, an online service or app, or is it an in-store kind of experience? Now, once we move through this page, it will bring you to the rest of the process, which will be kind of defining all of the collaboration requirements, the incentive structure, the type of influencers that you want to promote, the outreach that's going to be going to creators, and all of the variables that go into defining the specific campaign itself.